Go ahead. Okay, action.
Take three.
Hello and welcome back.
Welcome back.
Again.
What's in here?
This here is a recent item that I happened to acquire.
Ooh. Hey, whose handprint is that?
Again, out of the tank factory.
Oh, really?
No,
this come from the
no,
tank?
this one did. The story with this one is it came from the shop that does a lot of stuff for. Well, they shut down recently, but they were one of IBM's prototype shops.
Oh yeah.
And so with that comes the tool.
Oh, the
Custom made. And what they
Well, actually, they might be sold separately, but
So what they specialized in is wafer production and all kinds of prototypes involving, like anything involving like silicon wafer stuff for IBM. Pretty good.
It's a pretty good mate. So this is a handle just so that whatever they're pressing down with, you know, you don't get finger pressure or whatever. This makes it more uniform. And it looks like, you know, that's been lapped itself there.
The place that this came out of was pretty amazing. Like they probably had the most.
Shit! How'd you guys get this up here?
You're just not that strong.
No, I'm not.
It's hollow too. You're just that weak.
Yeah, no kidding. It's hollow.
It is.
you need to work out more.
It's hollow
Yeah, but
underneath. It's all webbed out. You need to hit the gym.
It's stable.
Yeah.
Hey, it's sitting nice on this stuff.
It's Christmas is coming soon. You'll be eating all them milk cookies.
Oh no.
Wow, that's pretty neat. So what we have here is a cast iron lapping plate. Cast iron lapping plate. It's grooved, so this cuts faster than a flat one.
Yep.
So basically, you put abrasive down on this, and from the looks of this, with the residue here, it's whatever they were using looks pretty fine.
Yeah, again, they were doing like IBM prototypes, so everything they were doing was extremely. So in this facility that this came out of, there was probably close to 100 different sized lapping plates.
Oh, really?
Everything from as big as this table to like little
No
handheld. Yeah,
Wow.
and it was pretty amazing. So I acquired 3 of them. And it was only because there was a guy that happened to be there that was buying a bunch of stuff, and he
you
was
saw
like,
him or whatever?
yeah, and he was like, I just want the shelves.
The what?
The shelves.
Oh, so he had to get the lapping plates
Yeah.
off of the
So I
shelf?
was like, I'll give you a few bucks for them.
So they probably segregated them by grit and all that, so they didn't have to clean
They
them.
had to clean. They had like different departments, and it was pretty neat how they had it set up. So they had in each department they had its own separate steric pink stone, like as big as this table.
Yeah.
And so each lapping department had like maybe about 5 different lapping stations, and then a big steric stone. And so there was a whole bunch of them all throughout the factory.
Really, just peppered
Yeah.
around, yeah.
They had so much other stuff that I was eyeing up, like the decal, like CNC tool grinder and all. I was drooling all over the place.
Wow, this is a pretty neat piece here. What is it? Oh, I don't have the tape measure.
I don't-
Grab that tape measure
I
over
don't
there.
think it doesn't have any maker marks on it. That's the only bummer with it. And it looks like it maybe has like a trunnion pivoting.
Trunnion or handle or
Something.
something. So, what is this thing here? 18 inches in diameter. That's a pretty good size one there. And it's 4.5 inches thick. Holy crap.
For all you metric viewers out there.
That converts into 1,743 millimeters. Well, we only go with an American standard because
It's
tubal
450 millimeter diameter, Joe.
we gotta keep it so Tubal Cain understands these measurements.
You know what? It's neat because when the light catches it at an angle here, you can see that it's actually got a really, it looks very flat and it's got a high finish on it. Even though the camera's probably not picking up on that very well at all.
You
so,
can relap your heads for your Minneapolis Moline with your buddy Tubal Cain.
That's right.
You guys can have a lapping party.
All right. Well, let's. This is interesting. Let me. Let's drag some stuff out and see what you guys.
Well,
can
here
do.
we have.
Oh.
You didn't ask about these.
Yeah.
Oh, the snapper.
Or these.
So.
Okay, So this is sort of a deal like the motors.
It is?
When you're getting this, you're actually getting a grinder also.
Really?
Not
Yeah.
just a grinder.
These?
Not a grinder.
Oh, the
It's in the
grinder?
back of the truck. You'll have to come out and take a look.
Okay, well, we might have to go mobile here and go take a look at this.
Have you
thing.
ever showed the
We're gonna go
viewers
on a field trip.
Have you ever showed the viewers the outside of your complex?
Maybe a little bit, I don't know.
There's a lot of action happening outside right now. There's a lot of interesting artisanal.
There's a lot of action and fun and
There's an artisanal art opening down the street, and there happen to be some interesting characters in the neighborhood.
Let's go mobile here and see what we can
Come
find.
on with.
What do we got here?
We gotta unbase it. We
What?
have here a high dollar
Oh
item.
boy, that is a
That's right.
cylindrical grinder if I ever saw one.
This baby's sweet.
Holy smokes!
She's already been retrofitted with the Dayton DC drive
So
system.
it's raining, so cover it back up.
Yep.
Cover it back up.
Gonna put her
What's
back
it?
in.
Oh, that's the.
That's all the OD and ID grinding parts.
Oh my gosh.
There's more with it, but we only brought some of the.
Oh, you just brought the tasting sample.
Who said it was gonna rain today?
Yeah. So I drug out some goodies here for these guys to have a look at and see if they're kind of interested in it. I don't know. What do you think, guys? What do you?
looks okay.
It looks okay.
It's not.
Yeah, okay.
It's not like. I mean,
I'm glad. I don't hear total rejection here. So.
If we're putting $1 to $1, we're still a little low, but we're close.
So we got the Burr Beaver here. We got the Burr Beaver here.
This thing's neat. I do like this
You
thing.
do like this? Okay.
Yeah.
You want to try it?
Truth comes
Check
out.
it
You
out.
want to demo it? You've used one of
Sure.
these, right? Okay.
So this baby is like set up mostly for production, so it's kind of a cool tool. I don't know if you can zoom in or if you want to show, but basically what it is, it's just got a little. You can get it set up with like a carbide or whatever, but
This is carbide.
okay. So it's just a right angle, and then it just puts a tiny little 45-degree angle on it. And it's super awesome for like really fast production stuff. So if you're making like a lot of like little plastic blocks, you can just by hand run them through.
Well, here, why don't you demo? There's a plastic
There you go.
block right over there.
Go for it.
Safety first. Hold on. Oh, here, I got glasses on. Pretty nice.
PVC,
Yeah.
good for the lungs. Smell that chlorine coming out.
Reminds me of my Clorox days. Look at that.
How come you don't wear your hard hat?
We'll pull it down for you.
Thank you. Safety. Oh wait, you gotta put the chin strap.
Yeah, chin strap. That way when you're running your crane, you can look
Look
up.
at that. So that's some pretty sweet chamfers there. Look at that. They're
And it's
so
adjustable.
uniform. It's adjustable. Yeah. I forgot how to. Oh, it's got a little. So basically, it's hinged
Oh,
like
pivot.
this.
Cool.
So you adjust that, and it drops it into the cutter a little bit more, or a little bit less, depending on what you want. Now, little parts get a little dicey, but big stuff like that. I mean, look at that. Look at that.
That's easy.
I mean, that's just what these blocks needed here, right? Here,
And she's got a speed controller on the back.
oh
so
yeah, I forgot about that.
let's
Let's,
speed her up, slow her down. I'm pretty sold. This one's a good one. Burr Beaver.
Alright.
This is a good item.
That's a good item.
I'm happy about this
That's
one.
a winner, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is about comparable to like that Dodge, the Dodge gearbox.
You do, huh? Well, it's,
I think that's a
it's
1-to-1
about the
ratio.
same. I don't know,
It's
it's
about
a
the
little
same.
lighter. It's pound for pound, you
Pound
know?
for pound. eh?
Pound for pound.
We better include some other stuff to get the pound for pound up.
All right. So we got a Cadillac 3-jaw chuck here, okay, that might fit your machine, okay?
Maybe.
And it's a D16 mount. We've got some 1, 2, 3 blocks here, solids, no holes in them, okay? We got a Chandler boring and facing head here. Okay, this is the larger size one, American made, Indiana. So this one's interesting. Now I have a smaller one of these.
Muncie.
Muncie, that's right.
Muncie.
And,
I have a Muncie.
So this transmission,
No, I actually have the smaller one.
you do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you're not interested in this one?
No.
That's all I care about.
Yeah, I'm not interested in that one.
But you don't have the large one.
No, I don't.
You have the kind of weenie smaller one, right?
Well, you're going to be able to keep the large one.
So this actually moves, this is a course adjustment, and then you can, then it has a large range dovetail there, so. Anyway, R8 mount, okay. Then we got an actual genuine Criterion boring head here. 5/8 shank, half-inch,
finest.
5/8 shank with a half-inch boring bar. That's the old style square one. Okay, which is great. They work wonderfully. Okay, and then we've got a Minatoyo 10-inch dial height gauge. This is actually a really nice one here.
For reference only.
For reference only, yeah, reference only. It's got a guy's name on it here, Carlos Almunia, and this was a
Carlos, if you need it back.
Carlos.
You know who has it.
You know who has it. So he's the guy I used to work with. He took a long vacation and I went through his box. No, I'm just kidding. So, and then we got the knocker wrench in there. Okay, if you creak that open, we'll pull the exciting part out. Look at that. We got another knocker wrench. Now, believe it or not, I have two of these.
Where did they come from?
So the first one was a flea market find. So this has got all the stuff though. So this, yeah, thank you. It's got a 3/4 drive in there, so you kind of preload against a lug nut or something like that, and then you slam that, and you
Hit your funny bone.
You hit your funny bone, and it looks like, and then when you get really desperate, you pound on it like whoever used this one. So I bought one of these arms at the flea market just as an art piece because it was such a cool shape, and then somebody said, "Oh, you need the whole kit." So they
Check out how they made it. It's kind of a cool. So what they did is they forged this beam and then they welded the cap onto it, so they didn't have to create the negative cavity.
Oh, right.
Cool
Yeah, I
is
see
that?
that weld there.
That's
There's a
pretty
little
neat.
weld around there. Yeah, I didn't notice that before.
That way they didn't have to forge a hollow cavity or machine it. They just-
Yeah, so it was just open-sided.
Yep. That's pretty
Oh,
neat.
okay, yeah. And then they just added that, basically a washer on there, huh?
Yep, and just welded
Okay.
it up.
Cool, all right.
It's got a good shape to it. I like it. That's a cool setup.
Okay, so let's see here. So,
This is from Minneapolis.
is it?
Probably one of the. I mean, Minnesota. Anything from Minnesota is a good state.
Yeah.
Jari Products and MLPS,
Minneapolis.
MLPS Minnesota, yeah. So that's the old way they used to write that, I think,
I
right?
still make that way.
Do they?
It's when you.
Don't they do Min or something now?
Well, so there's sometimes the MSP, which is Minneapolis St. Paul. So.
Oh, okay.
But
3M stuff or whatever. So, let's see. So what does this get me here? What do I want? That's the key.
Yeah, what
What do I actually want out of that pile that you guys brought? So,
What do you want out of the back of the truck?
well, yeah. So, I mean, all this, it doesn't seem like a fair trade for that grinder. It's close. It's pretty close.
I mean, we didn't come here we didn't bring big ticket items to walk away with little ticket items.
Oh, so it's
We didn't bring Krispies for no reason.
So, equally forkliftable or what?
If it fits in the back of the truck, it's game.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's do small stuff first, and then we'll. We got to get warmed up. It's like the auction, right?
Okay.
When you go to the auction, right? They bring the crud out. That's the first 100 lots,
That
right?
keeps you up there
Get
till
you warmed up,
Yeah,
right?
till
You know?
noon.
Yeah, get you frustrated, right? So then you want to just get it over with and get it done. So, Well,
Should we give you a break? You want to give the camera a break till you do some thinking? You look like you're starting to sweat.
Sweat? No, I'm not sweating. I'm not sweating. I'm not sweating.
Not sweating.
Yeah.
Not sweating.
No, I'm not sweating. I'm not sweating at all. So I'm not sweating out. God, look at this thing. This thing's just really nice. I don't think this thing's ever been used hardly. It's that nice.
It's tough to say.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me ponder for a moment.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Well, so we drug out some goodies over there, and I think we might have an idea here. So, what are you liking?
I have my eye on that hydraulic, German-made, German-engineered.
So Hobler and Gasser hydraulic.
This one?
That
That
one.
specific one, really?
Yeah.
Wow. So for those of you that don't know, this is a German version of a Noga arm. This one is it's actually not mechanical, it's hydraulic. It has a piston here and ports and additional pistons at the tips that lock it up. It actually really locks up nice, okay? Now this one didn't have a magnet, so I rigged up this is a hybrid, by the way. It's a hybrid US-German collaboration project, yes, so. And then,
Tom.
yeah, that's right. Venetia in the middle area. So I got my eye at the sine vise, and you like that. What do you think?
Deals, deals, deals.
You good? Okay. All right, we're whole. All right, congratulations. You're the proud possessor of that now. And Don Bailey, look what I got.
Exactly. That's right, Don Bailey. We need help.
Holy. Okay, well, this is a project, obviously, right? So,
To say the least.
to say the least, yeah.
But it's still got life in it, that's for sure.
No, I think it does. It's a large tool maker's horse, that's for sure. This has got quite the capacity with a sign deal built right into it. So
I think the more you keep opening and closing it, the smoother it's going to get.
oh,
I think you got a deal.
Give me a hand here. But yeah, no, I'm good. I like it. So it's just my kind of project. Okay, so. What about this? What about this guy? This is yours, right?
Yeah, I think.
Is that in the frame? Oh yeah, it's in the frame. Mr. Laughing Plate.
You know what I think? I think weight for weight, I don't think it's equal. But I have my eye on the bevel tool.
The Burr Beaver?
The Burr Beaver.
The only Burr Beaver?
I hope it's not the one and only, because otherwise
Well,
parts.
drag that thing over.
Alright, let me go grab it.
Over here. That's a lot of grinding, right? Oh, actually, can I actually grind that? Oh yeah.
Yeah, you would have to do it.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah. Oh, there, we got a spot.
I mean, this thing is kind of heavy. It's kind of heavy, but weight for weight, I think it's.
for weight.
Because I'm going to include.
Come on,
that.
tough guy. Muscles.
I think I'm gonna include
I think we got
this
about a.
with no introductory rate.
You're gonna include that?
Yep.
So this is what you want, huh?
I mean, I would. I do need that boring head for my Bridgeport special, but I'm not gonna push it.
Really?
Yeah.
I see you haven't been listening to your used machinery guys very well, have you?
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I'm good. I think that's a good trade. So
That's fair.
you got this for a pretty good deal. I got this for a pretty good deal originally. So that's the best part of bartering, though, is everybody gets something they want, right? To me,
I can
that's
use
the
that
best.
all the time because the one project I do a lot is water jet parts, and it'd be sweet to just be able to put a quick bevel on the corner of
Right,
like
just knock
plastic.
them off and
Yep.
throw them across the street to him and at the mill, and,
Exactly.
and off you go,
Done.
right?
Ship it.
All right. Well, I think we got a winner
Speaking
there.
of shipping, I assume you're shipping and receiving.
Dude, what's
Stuff
up
over
with
there.
that mess over there?
Yeah.
You need to hire someone to take care of the facility up front.
So our
Basically, what I think Tom is asking is, any of you viewers out there,
You should
if you want
apply.
a shipping and receiving guy,
And the thing is, he's gonna offer you a place to live while you run the shipping and receiving department.
More like a shelf on a pallet rack. But
you can
it's gonna be a
you
shelf
can
on a
send
pallet
your
rack, right?
emails to
Upper
tlipton2@gmail.com.
And it's full from the weeks before, so can't do it. All right, so now we got to talk major stuff.
Yep.
Action.
Right on the set.
Okay, so now we're discussing the Hardinge indexer. And what were you saying about the
Well,
markings
I
here?
I was saying that we're gonna I wanted to see a little bit more for it because it says Hardinge Brothers. And if you're familiar with the story, it became Hardinge later down the road. So that means that this one is older, and so that means it's worth more.
Are you just pulling that out of your butt, or what?
It's worth more money because it's an antique.
Because it says Hardinge Brothers.
Yep,
it's very observant of you, Tom.
got it. So we're talking like big dollar item, and while we were on the break there
Model
for a
X
second,
Hardinge.
you can explain that you took it all apart.
So it was when these gentlemen brought this was
During
not
your commercial break.
during the commercial break. This was non-functional, and we've since managed to free it up so that it's actually indexing.
They had bottom.
somewhat close to what it used to index.
They had bottomed out all the set screws super tight into the back, and also
Yeah.
the grease was super sticky.
So it's only
they might have
visible defect seems to be this broken casting here, but
They probably were using it on a mill or something, and they were only using it just for holding something in perfect. You know, they weren't doing any rotation.
and I think the function of this is it just keeps the collet from backing off when you're indexing. So
and allows it to click a little bit, right?
Yeah.
It's on those
and
little spring
it looks
ones.
like it's a separable piece, so somebody with some machining skills might be able to make a new one. Yeah. So
Sounds like a lot of work.
what do you? Oh, and then of course we have the
Hardinge.
accessories.
Hardinge emergency
All
call.
Hardinge?
Except for
No, this
the
one's
Enco.
hard.
That's Hardinge Enco.
Hardinge.
So, yeah, there's a bunch of emergencies, which are super cool. All you need is an 1/8" dowel pin, put 3 of them in there, and machine it to whatever size you need.
Right.
It's a good thing to have a few of them at least. And it just
Yeah, that one was getting used on a mill there.
here's one with a part.
Oh yeah.
The,
So it's-
the part's extra. It's an antique too.
So it's probably some.
Somebody did a nice chamfering job on that.
Yeah.
They went around the whole thing. So they must have been, maybe they were just facing these or something in there. Or maybe that just happens to fit that.
No, it
Or
was
it-
in.
it was in there?
Yeah, it
Was
was
it?
in there
Oh,
when I
okay.
got them.
Alright.
So.
Well, what are you keen on for this?
I mean, I have a bunch of these already, so I don't really need this one. But since I have a Bridgeport special, I need some boring heads. But
I don't have a Bridgeport boring head. I have a Criterion boring head.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you got some R8 stuff there. I don't know.
Oh, the Chandler?
Yeah, well,
Oh.
it's tempting. I mean, I mean, weight for weight.
I would say that
Wait.
they're both pretty nice boring heads.
Yeah,
Wait for weight.
I mean, we're including all of these collets with it.
And this.
No, that's going back. That's
Stuck
going
with it.
back with you.
And these caster wheels.
Wait for weight.
Wait for weight.
You're
yeah.
actually still getting a better deal.
Well, I'd certainly do the Chandler for this. The Chandler and the Criterion. I don't know. I
think
think
that's
it's
a good
pushing
deal.
it.
That's a pretty good deal, dude. These emergency collets are like $30 a piece. There's gonna be.
What do you
there's
guys
gonna-
think?
There's gonna be.
They're all screaming right now. Do it! Do it! Do it! Moron!
There's gonna be an emergency where you're.
They go.
gonna
I
need-
had to buy one of these, and it was $30. Actually, more than that, I think. So.
But there's gonna be an emergency, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my God, this is the best
So
trade."
what
You're
ever."
gonna be like, you're gonna be begging Jeff
Okay.
to borrow one of these.
So if you throw in the spanner,
Well, spanner goes to something else.
oh, spanner goes to the Myford,
Yep.
does it? All right, well, then we have to set that aside. That's a whole nother negotiation, so.
Yeah, you need the spanner for.
Okay, I'll do the Chandler and the little Criterion.
Perfect.
Good?
Deal.
Okay, go grab them.
But you don't get the briefcase.
Oh, whoa, hold on.
Whoa, there,
Hey, cool your jets here, little buddy.
This would be good. I can put these to use.
Here, put them up here.
Careful,
We got
I don't want to wreck the briefcase.
Yeah, right.
This is Samsung.
Oh, they're gonna go in the briefcase and go out, right? So we get, I don't know, that's a damn good deal. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm okay.
I mean, you have a few of these.
I have the small one of this, so, but
If you need to borrow it, you know where to find it.
I'll just come over and use your CNC mill.
Perfect, that works too. That makes life even easier.
Oh, which reminds me, I need to water jet cut some little brass parts.
Oh,
You
boy.
up for that?
Come on down.
Hey, so how do you hold the little pieces? These are pretty small, so they're inch diameter or something like that.
So there's a few other options. There's so we can do is micro little tabs on it.
Oh,
So
okay.
it like stops the jet, starts the jet like in a pulse.
Okay.
And it will leave little pieces, and then you just buff them off.
Oh, okay.
The other option is to cut it on like jet brick, which is like a
Like a full support or whatever.
yeah, full support, or to put it on like a piece of MDF.
Oh,
and like
okay.
yeah.
All right.
So-
Well, that might make a nice video to go over there and
Yep.
set that all up and
Come on
do
down.
it. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going for the Hardinge brothers.
Now that it works, I feel like I should add some more.
Oh
things
no!
into
We're
it.
done. We're done. Jeez. We're done for the Chandler boring and facing head and the little Criterion. Snap. Okay. Action. So you got your eye on this little guy, huh?
I mean,
That's what you're liking? I know you.
Okay.
You fell in love with this.
Because I have
First time you saw it, right?
Yeah, because I also have other K&T stuff, so it's kind of like,
Well,
and it's got lots of history.
It does. It says. So what's interesting about this is Jeff's shop is probably
Block and a
a
half.
block and a half from where this thing was actually made in Berkeley, and which is pretty cool. The fact that this was made in Berkeley.
I'm on the same street. I'm just down a few. Like I'm just down a block.
Yeah,
and a half.
I mean, you're rock throwing distance from where this was actually made in 1940,
41.
whatever it was, right? Actually, you know what? I'm not even sure the actual date of this
It's
particular.
probably 42, right? 'Cause
Well, yeah, because it's got a war finish, so,
Yeah.
right, exactly, so it's around 42. There's very little document.
See, you're already getting heartbroken. You can barely
I'm getting
hold it.
choked.
Hold it together, man.
Yeah, gotta hold it together.
You'll make it.
Yeah.
There's tears. Get him a handkerchief.
Oh, I just got some of that corn nut dust there, man, it's killing you, right? Okay, and I forgot what I was saying now, but, there's very little documentation on these. This is a Model A, which is actually very rare and valuable.
And old.
And old, yes. There's a Model B that's more like a horizontal boring mill, a little different. It's actually opposite hand than this, and a little bit different. But the unique features of this, as you all know, are, I got the table clock, the rotary table and the multiple axes of action. So Jeff's had his eye on this for a while, and he brought that Myford cylindrical grinder out that I made the unfortunate move of lusting after when I saw it, and so we're gonna make a trade. We're gonna make a machinery trade.
Big trade.
Now, all you guys that are really disappointed out there, I'm sorry, but this has to happen.
It's going to a good home. Don't worry.
It's going to a good home. Jeff appreciates old machinery, and when we go over to Waterjet cut our little parts over there, we'll get you a new tour and show you some of his Kearney and Trekker and his acquisitions. You've been actively acquisizing,
To say the least, I guess.
to say the least.
Filled up a lot of space.
I don't know if I had this out before, but this actually even has a height gauge that's branded Autometric. It looks like it's made by Brown and Sharp though, and it was just branded Autometric. So, and a little surface plate for doing layout. I'll throw the brush in.
Whoa, no T-slots underneath
And
it.
then, so this is there's a spanner here for this. So we'll be trading spanners. Okay. And then this fits the.
And this,
The
and
drawbar.
I don't know if any of the viewers remember the last time we did a trade, right? Because if you look
Oh
at
yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's funny. Oh yeah, you can see it in there. So yeah, the last time these characters were out here, we did a little horse trading, and I got this box from them, and then the bezel for this VFD I 3D printed on Jeff's 3D printer. So it's like all in the family, man, right? So I don't know. I'm good. Are you good?
I'm always good. I've been waiting for this for like
Yeah,
years.
okay.
Probably like what, almost 2-3 years since
Yeah,
this
well,
baby arrived.
You know, I always know where it is, and I'm sure you're welcome to come up here and use the cylindrical grinder, and I'm sure that that's a two-way street, and I can come down and play with the Autometric if I wanted to, right? So, all right. So, what do you say we do some machinery loading?
Oh boy, you ready?
Okay. Nah, it's easy with the forklift. So, all right, guys, good deal. All right, there they are together. The closest they'll ever be to one another. All right, there's the Myford and the Autometric. Pretty cool. All right, let's get a quick look at this thing here. We'll do a much more in-depth survey of it when I get it off the pallet and kind of so it's a 3x12 cylindrical grinder, plain cylindrical grinder, I think. Or actually, you know what? It'll do tapers and stuff. And a bunch of ID grinding accessories too. Jeff's got some more stuff for it back at his shop. It actually looks pretty good. I mean, it's not all soupy and ookied out for a grinder, you know, that runs coolant. So, I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. And there's some accessories over here in this box. We'll go through that. I got my wood blocks in there. So, okay, guys. Hey, thanks for watching. Horse trading session there. Oh, yeah, powered work. Oh, it's got a, that's a collet closer of some sort there, huh? Okay. Got to figure that out, too. All kinds of stuff to figure out. Thanks for watching, guys.